The Great and Lovely Descent. That's a brilliant name for a game, Coda. Oh shit. There's actually contours on the ground. Look at that. It's barely visible.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Oh, sure.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
The streetwise fool. Got it.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Huh. Oh, it's like a street in Sterling that I lived on. Huh, that's pretty cool. Knife and fork? Cool. We're in a restaurant. Oh. We're not supposed to go in this. This is for disabled people. Oh. Why is there creepy music? Should we use the toilet? No, maybe not. Oh, this door opened. Alright, okay. Oh shit. What's up here? Can we open this? No. Alright, we'll go down. I'll play your games, Coda. Oh, jeez. Can we drop off the edge? Ah, so this is using the Source engine, huh? Whoa. Here I go. Oh god. Oh, this is cool, man. How far down does it go? Oh. Man, I'm starting to really like these games, man. You know how, if you watch my other videos, you'll know that I like to find these weird fucking games that kind of mess with your mind a bit. And this seems just like that, except this time we've got someone to guide us along on an adventure. So, is it just waiting for me to go? Failure state. Oh, I just drop all the way down. There's no health bar. What a waste of time. God damn you, Coda. Oh, there's a piece of glass right there. What is that? I gotta get to it. Oh, man. Oh, what happened there? Are we in a prison right now? Oh, fuck. What's happening? We are in a prison. Look at this. Oh, fuck. You're controlling where I can go now. What? What's that radio noise? Oh, you want me to go in here? You want me to go in my own jail cell? Oh god, this is so weird.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
How did you know that? How did you know it was shut for an hour? Why would you leave it on for an hour? Davey Wreden, you're very suspicious, my friend.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible?
Yeah, makes sense.
So we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
Wow, and there wasn't? What a troll. It seems like a pretty interesting relationship they have, if Coda is real. What is that radio noise, man? It's freaking me out. Oh We're outside in the yard. This is 3 dots again. What does that mean? It shows that the games are interconnected, aren't they? Because they all have those 3 dots.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Sure, I got it.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Floating in the sky. Oh, there's a cloud that looks like a dragon opening its mouth. Sort of. Oh. These designs are really cool, but they are really boxy and corridor-like. Ah. Okay. You there, did you come
Here,
from up
Coda
above?
begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Well, there's an enormous prison I spent hours in. There's these floating colored blocks. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Let's go with the 3rd one. I prefer not to tell you. What? But you don't understand. We're trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. I just said escape. Let me describe it for you and let me tell you all about what it is over there. Yeah, let's go with that one. I need to actually be there. I cannot simply be told what it is. I must see it myself. I must escape this prison. There must be an ending. Oh, well, I guess we can't help him, can we? Can I not speak to them still? We've all just got to listen now. Oh dear, that's rather depressing. Okay, you can see how this inspired the Stanley Parable. Hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yeah, do you know how to solve it? Do you want to know how rather? No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? There is a reason, but it may take time before you understand, which is fine. You'll see it again soon. I guess we will, because it's a repeating puzzle, right? Oh well, let's continue.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
How long is this? Okay. Thought it's gonna go on forever and ever for hours. Oh, we're in the empty space in between in the darkness. The prison yard. Or what is this?
It's a lamppost.
Sure is.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
Even if
We're
it
going to
means
see
nothing.
it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
I'm excited to find out what happens, man. Especially if the games get better. So far, they're pretty abstract. But I'm really enjoying this. So we're in April 2009 now. Is that almost a full year? This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. It's like Dark Souls then. Hello. Nice room. Not. Who would leave that? What a dastardly thing to say.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been
Yeah, I
written
thought so.
by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy trying to get his attention. I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Alright.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs
And balls.
and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Yeah. I mean, what is that? Kind of like this whole space is
But it's
just...
ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing.
It's a
I
very
could just get to
modern way
know
of
you through your
thinking.
work.
There's
I
an
think this
icon
is why I
somewhere.
always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
And yeah, just looking for someone to talk with. Yeah, I can relate to that. I mean, it's a very modern way of thinking, isn't it? You don't want to actually get to know someone, but you rather get to know them through this, through butt-ass butts. I mean, it's kind of what I was talking about with my uncle. To see his works of art, get to know him, because he never intended any of those to be seen by anyone. That must be very personal, just like these games are, I guess. There's nothing here, go back. Don't listen to that guy. Oh shit, a free t-shirt? Mixed game includes door, cannot open door, thanks. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm not gonna read all of these. I'm gonna skip to... I was wondering what the sound, making the sounds there. Oh, let's see what people think of this art. Oh, we can't get there, what? Ah, we're gonna have to go around maybe. I think I'm not going anywhere with this, yeah. I'm not really sure. Is this a note? Don't listen to the other notes. Man, this is nuts. How many did he make? I'm not safe. Oh shit. Lots of balls. Painting, what does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Art. I really don't feel like speaking over any of this. It seems like I'm spoiling this experience. I'm not really sure if this is a game to actually do a let's play of, but I guess for people that don't want to buy it, they can experience it in this video. It's the kind of game that you just want to experience for yourself. It's very intimate. I use the word intimate wrongly, but it's a very kind of intriguing experience.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Can't wait.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle, that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer, answer please. Like,
And because
silly
there's
fools.
this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
I see. Well, I'm done contemplating. Maybe I should stay in here and give you my thoughts. No, let's move on. Ah, one person made it through. I see. Oh god, what? How do you leave notes? We figured it out. There's a lamppost. Are you there? Please say something. Can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Dude. Porn stars
Okay, this one is
too.
tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
So I'm kind of getting the feeling like he's making these games almost like a diary, like he's writing in a diary his thoughts and feelings, and because they're kind of not meant to be played by anyone, he can be as honest as he wants to, and that kind of like the last level really showed that off. Like all those speech bubbles, if you go back and read all of them, they're really kind of sad in a way. Now what is this? There's a well out there. It's a pretty nice sky. Alright, we got some nice artwork of a city here. We're obviously not in a city. Oh, but we're not going that way. We're going down into the depths of Coda's mind. Oh, same picture. Alright. That must mean something, right? Davey, can I have some guidance, please? Why is that? Oh. I like that. If I ever have a house, I'm gonna get a light installation like that. Oh, look at the... Alright, let's focus on oh shit.
See, like,
Oh,
this
shit.
is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Alright, version 2. There's no furniture. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? A refrigerator. No, let's put a giant hole in the ground. Oh, okay. That's not a hole, but alright. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? I'd really like a huge picture of a horse. That'd be pretty cool, actually. Can we... Oh, never mind. There's not really much point in me choosing, is there? I think we should light up the room a bit. Let's put some live Telsa coils in each corner, yeah! No, that's not a Telsa coil, but okay. How about over here? What's this? And a table? You need a table. Pretty sure none of my choices are... yeah, who are you? What exactly? I want to choose all the choices. Whenever he gives me 3 choices... Oh, we're visiting IKEA right
There's
now.
a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Or is it? Honey,
So, okay,
what are... Oh,
he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. I refuse. I'm going back. Damn it, I can't go back. Oh. The guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. Alright. First, click on this table. Oh, hello. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Sure. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off and turn it back on. Okay, now go to the left side sofa, move it over a little. Okay, I'm just following instructions right now. Finally touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. I'm a prisoner to your instructions. That's what I am. Return.
And of
back
course,
in my prison.
now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Damn it.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Starting to get the feeling he's slightly depressed or some shit. I mean, spend all your time by yourself making prisons? I don't know, man. That's kind of... So, this is the same version of the prison, but the lamppost means it's the end of the thing, right? Is that a phone booth? Oh shit. Hello? Can I order a pepperoni pizza? Hello, who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
Yeah,
But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
What's it like to escape? Yeah, I want to click all of these. I'm already forgetting what being in a prison was like. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in a prison. Why? Was there anything about it that you felt good about? Being here sucks. True, maybe I only like things once and I don't have them anymore. It was comfortable, I knew its limits, I knew my place. But don't you feel excited about getting out? I promise you. This is depression right here, number 2. Is that good though? It's comfortable, but it's inhuman. I couldn't live this way. You don't need to, you just need to be patient. Having limits is way more important than you probably realize right now. You'll see what I'm talking about when you've been there for a while longer. You just need to be patient, man. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? I think I'm the first person. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, just talk with me for a bit. What? That will free me? How does that work? It will make sense. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I'll be here for as long as you need. Damn, dude.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, shit, man. We're in August 2009. Still got a year and a half.